is important as much as we want to do everything digital and I want to just be 100% online. Really, connections is something that I've learned. Just because we've gone digital doesn't mean that we don't have to connect.
What's up, guys? Jason here, aspiring entrepreneur, showing you the day in the life of a budding entrepreneur, the hustle building a business, the grind of creating content. I was up super late last night, like 3 or 4 a.m. or something crazy, trying to get a membership website to work. If you've ever been up late and then it just doesn't seem to work, I understand your pain and frustration. Even after all of that work, the membership site still didn't work. It was just so frustrating, which of course means I woke up super late today, just walking around the Costco parking lot, talking to you guys, fueling up again. I realized that I actually haven't gotten out of my building for the past 4 days, which means I've been super productive, but it also means that I've kind of been a hermit. But that's kind of what happens when you're just getting started. You're trying to figure all this stuff out. You wind up just staying at home, doing a lot of work. And that's why you see in a lot of these vlogs, it's just me talking to you, because it is kind of lonely at times. There's a lot of work in the beginning. Of course, there's some biz dev networking in the background, but after that, it's just you and a laptop.
And as much as it doesn't really seem to pay, most of the time on my laptop is just content production. It's content creation, because every single piece of content you're putting out, whatever platform you're working on to grow your audience or, reach new clients and customers, like 80 to 90% of your time is really just outreach, right? And so this channel and these videos are outreach. It's growing an audience, growing a subscriber base. And so it's actually very, very social, even though it kind of seems antisocial because, it's just me and the laptop sitting here in the lounge, right? But everything that I'm doing is to reach more people, is to grow my network and audience. So it's really important to kind of not get it twisted, if you will, that you can't be a hermit, right? Like, you really do need to have some sort of plan where you're expanding your network, you're expanding your customer base. And that is why I'm on this bad boy almost 24/7. It's not because I want to be alone. It's not because I don't want to talk to anybody. It's because I've figured out how, for me, to be most effective with my time to reach the most amount of people that I can serve. And of course, hopefully they will become customers. And since I don't have customers yet, I get to do things the old-fashioned way, which is picking up the phone. And that's one of the things that I unfortunately avoided like the plague when I first got started. So my first, 3 years, my first 3 years of trying to build an online business, I tried to do everything 100% online. Like, I avoided picking up the phone like the plague. Like, I didn't even want to talk to people on Skype unless I was interviewing them for a job over on Upwork. And I think to my detriment and my lack of success is a lot because I have always tried to do everything 100% just online and not wanted to talk to people. And it's something that I'm still getting used to. I'm still getting over it. I can celebrate right now because I got a new client yesterday afternoon on a sales call. I'm still learning the ins and outs of actually selling on the phone, which, quick tip, is more about just like shutting up and listening than anything else. It's actually kind of amazing what great conversations I have, where instead of trying to tell them all the wonderful things I have, I just shut up, I listen, and then I provide very custom solutions based on what I've heard. And so far, it's been a really good response. Have I closed all of them? No. I mean, my close rate's still terrible. But at least I'm getting better at talking to people on the phone. And I want to leave you guys with following up, because there were 2 people today that I hadn't followed up with in a really long time. And I don't know if this happens to you, but after I haven't talked to someone for a while, I get these weird ideas in my head, like they're going to be really upset or really rude or mean to me if I give them a call or show up at their office and say, hey, I haven't seen you in a while, how you're doing. And both of those, that show up at the office and the phone call, went excellent, went great. In fact, the phone call, he was happy that I picked up the phone and called him again, because we had both kind of lost touch, dropped the ball, and people are just busy, right? We just get really busy. We forget that, oh yeah, I was supposed to call you, or oh yeah, I was supposed to send you this email. And you know what? As long as you're upfront and apologetic about it, I encourage you to look at your list of contacts, and there's probably someone on that list that you want to reconnect with or you want to follow up with, and you feel like you've dropped the ball. And it's okay, just pick up the phone, call them, just send them an email. The worst that can happen is they ignore you. Really, connections is something that I've learned. Just because we've gone digital doesn't mean that we don't have to connect. maybe that's not news to you, but hey, that's something that has really held me back. And so it's a work in progress in terms of learning to pick up the phone and actually call people or actually responding to emails. So speaking of emails, it's about 9:30 now, so I've got an hour of those to do, and then I finally get to go to sleep. So thank you so much for watching, and of course, you guys keep hustling and grinding and keep building the business you love. Take care.